Alex here with an event video on the state of Nevada versus Nika Nikoubin, a case involving an Iranian pop singer's revenge attack on her Plenty of Fish date.
I don't know, I just felt like somebody in the American soul should die because he also died.
A woman charged with stabbing a man in a hotel room making startling admissions on video. She says she did it in retaliation for a U.S. military drone strike that killed an Iranian leader. It's a story the 8 News Now investigators first told you about earlier this year. Now we're seeing that new video.
Now, police say the young woman stabbed her date to get revenge on the United States. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes here with what you'll see only on 8 News Now. David?
Yeah, Brian, we do want to warn you, the details and images in this story may be disturbing. That young woman who was just in Las Vegas, she had just moved here, says she met her victim online. They agreed to meet in a hotel room, and that's when police say she blindfolded him and stabbed him, all in retaliation, she says, for the killing of this Iranian leader.
They were drinking a little bit, and then I guess we started to get into it, and then I stabbed.
Police body camera video shows then 21-year-old Nika Nikoubin in a bedsheet speaking with officers.
Plenty of Fish, it's an app.
It was like a dating app?
Yeah.
Nikoubin, who told Henderson police she was born in Iran, says she moved to Las Vegas the week before. She told police she was talking to the young man she had just stabbed online. That conversation quickly turning to talk of a hookup. On March 5th, the man and Nikoubin decided to hang out inside this Sunset Station hotel room.
Like, did you plan on meeting people to hurt him?
Yeah.
You did. To kill him or just hurt him? Just to hurt him.
Documents revealing minutes into having sex, Nikoubin took out this knife, stabbing the man in the neck.
I guess out of spite of revenge.
What do you mean by that? Like why?
Just in general, I mean, the U.S. killed Soleimani. That's what blood spilled. So I feel like it's fair to Americans.
So over the war,
Yeah.
basically, okay.
U.S. military forces killed Qasem Soleimani in a drone strike in 2020. He was a popular military officer in Iran and right-hand man to that country's supreme leader. Though she told police she had lived in the United States for 9 years, Nikoubin told the officer this about Americans.
So obviously you're very disgruntled about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you not like Americans? Or
Americans are cool, but I just feel like it wasn't good.
or is it just like is it white males you don't like? Is there a certain person you don't like? What don't you like about?
I don't know. I just felt like somebody in the American soul should die because he also died.
District Court Judge Carly Lynn Kearney is allowing comprehensive electronic coverage of the proceedings, the arraignment of which we have already recorded and will publish shortly. The state of Nevada is represented by Chief Deputy District Attorney Christopher Pandelis. The defendant is represented by Defense Attorney Elena Bondi. You can keep up to date with our coverage schedule by visiting ournevadajudges.com, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comments below, or you can send us an email at media@ournevadajudges.com.
Now, the victim did survive, and also included in these court documents are letters from 2 doctors who say Nikoubin is paranoid and has other mental health diagnoses. One even writing her paranoia, quote, may result in risky and unsafe behaviors to herself or others. A judge did find Nikoubin competent to stand trial, and she's due in court again next week. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
David, thank you. Our investigators also learning police did not find any evidence to show that Nikoubin has any connection to any terrorist organization. They call this an isolated incident.
Previous order of Henderson. If they had approved it, I'm fine with continuing to approve it. I just need something for my files to show that she's being monitored.
I'll make sure I get it.
Okay, of course. And then we are on for initial arraignment. Are we proceeding with it? Is this going to be a guilty or a not guilty plea?
Your Honor, this is a not guilty plea. Ms. Nikoubin has received a copy of the indictment. I believe an amended indictment was filed, although the charges appear to be the same, so I'll make sure she gets a copy of that as well. I am reserving 21 days to file a writ of habeas corpus. And I did want to put on the records for trial setting that I do have an expert that is not available until the summer. I'm not sure what the
Summer. Our ordinary course is May, so is that close enough? Is that summer yet, or what? Are you saying July maybe?
After July.
Okay. We could do our next stack, which would be in July, if that's okay with the state.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's proceed with arraignment then. Ms. Nikoubin, did you get a chance to review the indictment filed on 12/9/2022 in this case, charging you with attempt murder with use of a deadly weapon because of certain actual or perceived characteristics of a person, and battery with use of a deadly weapon because of certain or actual perceived characteristics of a person?
Yes.
Do you waive a formal reading of that charge, meaning you don't need me to read it out loud to you in court today?
Yes, I've read it.
Okay, got it. How do you plead to those two? So those would be a total of 3 charges, 1 count of attempt murder and 2 counts of the battery with deadly weapon. How do you plead to those 3 charges?